So I decided recently that I wanted to take my wallpaper down, and you would never guess, but it's not renter friendly. And now I am finding out that this is what we're going to be dealing with. And I did some research, and instead of paying the contractor, I had free time on the weekends. So I decided I will be contractor Cody and give this a go and see what I could come up with. It's definitely going to take a lot of time, but come along with me on this journey of peel and stick wallpaper and trying to make it so my landlord doesn't absolutely hate me in the end, and that it looks, I'm hoping, pretty good, honestly. I really am. I'm pretty hopeful about this, but once I get started here, I guess we'll see how it's gonna go. Okay, so this is the situation up close, and it's really sticky. I know you can't tell, but that's good. So I got these drop cloths. I'm gonna try and use these, a little bit of acetone, gloves. I have a mask on, and just gonna give this a go and try to slowly peel this up without creating any more spots like that, because obviously that's gonna have to be patched, which is gonna be a little bit of a problem, but we will get to that bridge when it comes. So okay, so I've done a little bit so far. I've taken that down, and like some of that came up. That I'm not too worried about because that was already there. There's like a stylus station right there that they had mudded, so the mud just peeled back off, so I'm not too worried about that. But so far this area didn't do too bad. I was spraying acetone and pulling at the same time as much as I can with one hand, but not too bad. And the adhesive, recording this and looking at it is kind of disheartening, not gonna lie, but this did take me like a good chunk of time. The good news is this is all washed now, so like all I have to do is bump out any of the spots with like a little bit of sanding paper, like right here where I got the adhesive to kind of pull up a little bit more. And through the light switch is back on right now just so I don't lose the screws, but well, we got a third of it done. Getting somewhere. I didn't go all the way up because I definitely forgot the ladder, so that's cool. Till tomorrow. So I got this much done in 2 different times, but I wouldn't say it's too bad. Just got that little strip left up there. I'm all of 5'2", so this is what I did without a ladder. So once I get the ladder, we could get that removed and get all of this taken care of. It's just really sticky and gross right now, but we're almost there. Well, rather, we're getting somewhere. Let's put it at that. We're getting somewhere. All right, I got it. Next up, some soap and water and some scrubbing. All right, primer is on. I just finished up my second coat of primer. I ended up finding some stuff at my house. I had some of this left. We've been doing some painting around the house lately, and I bought these rollers, which I absolutely love, and I really want to show you guys because I feel like using these is what made this a lot easier for me. It was these, and if you look at them, they have like a different kind of texture, and I feel like with that and with how like jacked this wall was, it was able to actually get in here. And yeah, you could still see a lot of the unevenness in the wall, but it's not sticky anymore. So now what I could do is go back in and sand this, mud any spots we got left, and get somebody to paint this, because thankfully that doesn't have to fall on me. And then we could get to the next part of what I want to do. Yay! This is coming together so nice. It's nice not to see it be all hodgepodge now and at least be one decent flat shade of white besides that little part right there. But like, you know what I mean? It's white. It's not patchy like it was. Whew. All right, another one done. So my next step was mudding it now that it wasn't sticky, so that way I could fix all the unevenness from where the wallpaper pulled off. I ended up using this, and also there was one from 3M that was blue, but I feel like that was a lot drier than what this pink one is. The 3M one dries blue, or goes on blue, dries white. This one goes on pink, dries white. Either way, does the same stuff. Just it's a matter of what size I could find at Lowe's or Home Depot, depending where I was at. But I think I like the pink better. I haven't sanded any of that yet, but I'm assuming it sands about the same. But I am almost done. Wait for that to dry some more, and once all that turns white, like I said, I can sand and prime it one more time, and she's ready for paint. This, honestly, that hole right there filled in a lot easier than I thought. I thought I was gonna have to use a patch. So far, smooth sailing. Fingers crossed that this buffs out well. Hey. Two coats and she's looking good. 2 coats of paint later, we finally got the wood panels hung up and the signs. I just need to add a little bit more wood paneling up there, which we're gonna get another sheet and cut it. But so far so good. It's almost done. I cannot freaking wait. I would have thought about this when I was painting the other day, but I'm painting these cord covers too because it's gonna blend in with the wall better. They're white, but it'll be the exact shade of white here in a second. This is once we got the other set of panels hung up, but I still have some rearranging to do with furniture. Okay, here she is. This is the final product. I am absolutely obsessed with my space. That vase has been nice. I've been changing the flowers out each week. And yeah, I'm just really impressed with how smooth I was able to get the walls. I'm super grateful for my husband being able to hang these panels and that light for me, because Lord knows it would have never been centered if I'd done it. So, but you could really, I feel like, tell the wall is truly smooth. So I feel so accomplished. Hi. And just the rest of my room. But here's my space. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. This was certainly quite the project.